Project doesn't have to be a chore. Before you jump in, tune in here to About Your House to listen and learn from the most experienced and reputable contractors and service providers in the industry. On today's show, we have tradesman Mark Sprinkle in the house. About Your House is brought to you in part by PutToolsInSchools.org, connecting students to tools of the trades and raising awareness of the many career pathways. About Your House is also brought to you in part by Queen City Home Store. Queen City Home Store is a family-owned store that's been serving the Carolinas for over 70 years. They're the largest independent appliance retailer in the Carolinas, constantly growing and taking pride in the experience they offer customers with a knowledgeable sales staff, product selection, and lowest price guarantee. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some time with us as we spread a little love. And now, here's your host, Ray Terry.
Hey, and good morning. Welcome to another edition of About Your House. Good to be in the house today. Hey, I got a haircut. See, it's short. Shortest it's been since I walked out of the military in 1972 or 71. Who knows? That's a while back. At any rate, great show ahead of us today. I got Mark Sprinkle in the house. Good morning, Mr. Sprinkle.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I got to give a little background here. I talk a lot about put tools in schools and tools and the connection with people and tools and how they don't know how to use them anymore. And I came home from a Put Tools in Schools event one day, and I was thinking, I said, there's not many people like me left. And when I say like me, I'm talking about the ability to do electrical, plumbing, drywall work, carpentry, master carpenter, cabinet maker, call it what you want, brick mason, concrete work. Is there anything we hadn't done, Mark?
It would be a short list.
Very short.
Very short list.
So see, now, and another amazing thing here, if you'll notice, we got same color hair.
We have hair.
Yeah, you got more than me. But I cut all mine off last week, well, the barber did, at any rate. And thank you, Mint Hill Barbershop. Appreciate the support. Mark's birthday is January 23rd. My birthday is January 27th. He's 4 days older than me because we're born the same month, 4 days apart. That's wild.
That is great. We just discovered that.
Yeah, well, I sensed it when I called you because I knew you were about my age.
Pretty close.
And I looked in my mind, searched in my mind that evening when I got home. I said, I want to find somebody who can talk old school with me and has a good, diverse background.
Well,
in the trades.
Pretty diverse.
So
family work with me.
I call Mark Sprinkle, and I can't remember how many years ago. It's been at least, we've known each other, go back to when did you start?
73.
73. Where are you from, by the way?
Originally Winston-Salem, and we moved to Charlotte when I was 6.
6 years old. So you've been in Charlotte since you were 6.
You're right.
What'd your father do?
My father was a professional engineer in heating and air conditioning, environmental control, electrical, and structural.
So you were around the trades growing up?
Oh, yes, for sure.
Did that inspire you?
Yeah, well, I was my papa's shadow, who was a farmer with full dairy production and hogs,
Where
chickens,
was the farm?
Louisville, North Carolina.
Okay.
Right outside of Winston-Salem, had a 75-acre farm. Cut all of his own trees for all the houses that he built himself. Had a forge for making horseshoes, his own granary, his own wine and beer. I mean, I know where everything comes from because I got to fix it.
Right. How many brothers and sisters you got?
I've got an older brother and a younger sister.
Still with you?
Both of them still.
God bless them. That's great.
Yeah. It's really, we're really spaced out. We're 11 years apart from top to bottom. So.
Gotcha. That's like me and my brother.
Kind of like three only children.
You're the middle?
I'm the middle.
I'm the middle.
Oh, Lord.
we share a lot. We have a lot in common. And the separation between me and my brothers is 10 years.
Well, 6 from my brother and 5 from my brother and 6 from my sister.
I got 4 and 6.
That's amazing.
Wild. It's wild. But anyway, Mark, where did I meet you again?
I'm thinking it was Queen City Lumber over on Monroe Road.
If my memory serves me correctly, Mark invented, developed a product.
Right. 100-mile-an-hour mud.
Is that what? And I think that's how we met, because we got into a conversation in the store there at
About
Queen City
repairing full coat plaster.
about full coat plaster. And a lot of people don't know the shortcuts around drywall and plaster repair.
There are some.
There are some, and they're relatively easy.
Pretty much.
They're very simple. It's a little chemistry, a little science to it, but I think that's where we met.
Might have been.
I mean, that's how we met. We got into a conversation about the product you sold.
Right.
Or had, and we kind of talked about.
I'm afraid I dropped the ball on that in the marketing division. Everybody wanted free samples, and then I said, well, when you want to buy some, no, but we'd like some more free samples.
I know the feeling, You and I both have been very innovative in our respective areas.
Well, just creative.
Yep. That's why Put Tools in Schools is so important to me. I just showed you the toolbox. What do you think of our concept here?
I like it. It's going to be a great thing. I see my grandkids are seriously interested in building things, using their hands.
All kids are interested. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I went to a career day last week at Rocky River High School.
Right.
About 1,200 students.
Okay.
Came through and talked, and I've got to talk a little bit about our school in Charlotte-Mecklenburg. Now, I can't talk about. I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm here to just tell it like it is. Our schools are in foul shape. And what I mean by that, well, I talk a lot about that when I say they're in foul shape. Our kids come to school, not all kids, but wearing earbuds.
Not good.
Got an iPhone. Wear headphones.
All day.
All day. Hoodies. And girls showing their belly buttons.
Well.
Skin. Why, parents, why do we allow this in our public school system? I mean, seriously, the girls are skimpy as heck dressed.
I thought they used to have, when I was in there, they used to have a dress code. They don't do that anymore? Like they
I don't think they make boys wear dresses, no.
They don't have dress codes. They don't wear
But at this point,
they
it
don't
wouldn't
have
shock me.
dress codes
Because
to that degree.
it used to be like the girls, they would measure and see if they were showing too much. But that's just when I don't know.
They wear shorts up to the cheeks of their butts.
Gotcha.
In high school, you weren't allowed to wear jeans.
Oh, wow, yeah. Well, we were
Where'd you go to high school?
East Mecklenburg.
You went to East, I went to Garinger.
Yeah.
But I'm serious now, and I'm sitting there talking to kids, and one of the young students, male students, walked up, and he was talking. I said, who are you talking to? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I said, take them earbuds out of your ear. That's rude. I just told him, he says, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I said, why you wear those in school? He didn't answer me, of course.
He probably couldn't hear you.
Then people walk up to you wearing headsets, earphones.
Right.
And I said, why are you wearing those now?
Yeah. There's a lot of that going on. I've got two young guys at Carol Ann's studio who are working their warehouse. And so I'm going in and teaching them how to use tools, what tools are.
Awesome.
And how to put together furniture, how to make repairs. And they're enthralled. They love it.
Because they never had it.
Well,
am I right?
One of them started wearing earbuds. I says, I'm sorry, you can't wear those at work. Somebody's going to run over you, or you're going to run over somebody. It's just not safe. And he said, oh, okay. Made sense to him.
Critical thinking is out the window, and you just proved it.
Right.
Why do I have to tell you that?
Because they have nothing to go by.
They have
no example.
We have no leaders, no teachers.
Well,
and there's something else going on right now.
Teachers have been replaced by administrators.
Top heavy as heck.
And I think we could do with about 80% less administration and more hands-on teacher input.
Hands-on.
Yeah.
But see, that's not the curriculum. No, they're taught to memorize and take the test. And that's where it's gone awry. Kids do not know what the trades are, much less what tools are. Mark, it's really bad.
Is it that bad?
It's worse than that bad. Let me tell you about a situation this week. I got to share a story with you. I got a call here a week or so back from a guy. He says, Ray, your name was you were referred to me by somebody, and I've got some problems with my vent hood.
Right.
I says, well, what might they be? Well, it just doesn't draw. It just doesn't pull the vent. It just doesn't pull the air out. I says, well, send me the make and model number and open the 2 cabinet doors above your vent hood and take a picture of it and send it to me. And he did.
What'd you find?
Well, I said, well, your venting was 6-inch duct when the specs call for 8-inch. So that might have something to do with it.
Completely restricted.
Yeah, somewhat. So I said, you've got some restriction going on, but that can be fixed. He said, can you fix it? I said, sure I can. We'll put a new exterior damper on it, new elbow, and we'll get you squared away. So I get out there last week, and I start taking her apart, and I take the bottom boot off the top of the vent hood. The damper, you know what the damper is, little window thing.
Right.
Taped closed.
Taped closed?
Taped closed from installation. Whoever put that vent hood up did not remove the tape off the damper, because when you get dampers, sometimes they're taped shut.
Exactly.
To keep them from
flopping
around in shipment, I guess. But sure enough, I reached down because first thing I do is see if the damper's working. It wasn't working. It
sealed off.
It was sealed. Now, this is not the first time. This has happened too many times to count through the years. But I called him back and I said, I'm not going to tear a new hole in your house today. I'm not going to do what I said I was going to do because I found the problem.
Well, it's kind of like if you put in a disposal, there's a knockout.
If you got the dishwasher
that the
drain
dishwasher
coming.
hooks to, if you don't do that, then your dishwasher fills up with water.
I'll tell you a story about that one. I'm sitting in the floor doing another vent one day, right after they had remodeled their kitchen.
Yeah.
And the lady, she said, well, Lowe's is coming over here in a little bit to fix the disposer. I says, well, what's wrong with it? She said, no, she didn't say fix the disposer. She said fix the dishwasher.
Right.
It's not draining right. I says, really? And I looked down and I said, I know what's wrong with it. She says, how you know? I says, well, I've been down this road a time or two.
A couple of times.
And I said, they didn't knock the knockout out. And she said, what knockout? And I explained to her the knockout,
Exactly.
Said, and sure enough, Lowe's guy come over and I says, knockouts needs to be knocked out. And
did he know what that was?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay.
That guy did know. And he knocked it out and he was gone in, 5 or 10 minutes because it doesn't take anything, just one, little tap, tap. Of course, you got to get it out.
Yeah, do not let it drop down in the bottom of that disposal.
if that knockout goes in, it's the size of a dime, a penny or a dime roughly. And it goes in the drain line, and you just it's the knockout. Little plastic knockout. And if you leave that in the disposer, it's going to make some hellacious racket.
Well, that too, and you're going to have dirty dishwater all over the floor.
Yep. It's just crazy. But anyway, and we just explained two stupids.
Well.
And that this type stuff goes on frequently now. And sad, what I'm about to say, I really don't mean to pick on anybody, but we're two old guys. We've been around the block a time or two.
Couple times.
We started in this field before batteries existed.
Batteries?
Yeah, batteries. Batteries for tools.
Oh, no. You mean cordless
Cordless tools.
Yeah, there were no cordless tools.
We had no cordless tools.
We had a brace and bit for drilling out the doorknobs out of the frames that we built on site, the cabinets that were built in the house. So most of Sherwood Forest was built by Hazel Craig, which was the Craig Dairy Farm, which reaches from Sharon-Amity to Sardis to Randolph. That's a lot of houses.
Yeah, there are a lot of Addison Park, Sherwood Forest kind of connect, don't they?
Yeah, all together.
Yeah, they're all together in there.
7 guys from Monroe who had never done anything but built houses, and those were my teachers.
And they were carpenters.
They were all
true thoroughbred carpenters.
But They would dig the footings. They would pour the
They would lay out the house.
They laid out the house. They laid the block for the foundation and the piers. They then framed it. They did the siding. They did the grading. They poured the concrete drives. They put concrete slabs under every bathroom. They put the shingles on. They hung the drywall and finished it out. They had a plumber putting on gutters because the plumber had a lead pot, and all of the gutters were galvanized and soldered because all the plumbing was cast iron.
Sure.
And they used the lead to seal all the joints.
Yep, lead and oakum.
Lead and oakum. That's exactly right.
See, as we talk, there's some plumbers out here that never use lead and oakum.
Well,
You ever poured a lead and oakum joint?
yeah.
Yeah, me too. You know, that's why I called Mark and thinking about it, somebody in the industry that's been around as long as I have and been doing it. And how long you been doing it now?
Since 73.
So 50s, 53.
53 years.
I've been at 56, so
Yeah.
we're right there together.
Yeah.
And to the point you just said about building, I'm not bragging. I'm not, but I'm very proud to go to the college that I went to. And what college did I go to? Charlotte-Mecklenburg College of Building, and out in the field, day to day. Started the day I walked out of high school.
Yeah, I started much earlier than that.
Well, I started my construction career at that date. I didn't start I started playing with tools when I can't even remember how far. Well, like you.
Yeah.
You grew up with your grandpa.
Right.
Using tools. And any man tells me he grew up on a farm right out of the gate, I know he's got tools experience.
Well, you know where everything comes from, how it's made,
Yep.
what it takes to do it,
Yep.
and you don't.
But you had great mentors,
Yes,
great leaders.
absolutely.
And those don't exist anymore.
On both sides of my family.
Exactly. And that doesn't exist anymore. My father, electrician, could do anything.
My grandfather was electrician, put in the entire emergency pull system for the fire department in Winston-Salem.
Wow.
He had a third-grade education and 9 children.
No, he didn't. You know, that's something that gripes me when people say, I have no education. You cannot live every day in America without educating yourself. You got to communicate. You got to pick up things. You got to coexist with life and all it throws at you. How in the world can you do that every day and not be educated? I mean, relatively speaking. For example, superintendent of public schools in Charlotte-Mecklenburg at a meeting one day told me I needed to be teaching.
Right.
Come up and grabbed my hand and says, why aren't you teaching? I looked at him and laughed, and I says, for one thing, I've never been to college. I don't have a degree. He says, son, you got a degree. You got a PhD.
I get the third degree a lot.
Yeah. But he told me that day, he said, you got a PhD.
Yeah.
And you've learned it the hard way.
I see.
You've earned it out in life. And that's to my point. If you're out and you're living life to the fullest with purpose and servitude and serving God every day, you can't help but educate yourself.
Well, I spent a lot of time in the library.
Yeah.
Research.
Yeah, but now we got YouTube. The thing about YouTube is, and this is to my point about in today's world, you got 40-year-old project managers out there that have never done half their job responsibility.
Oh, have no field experience at all.
That's my point.
Charlotte-Mecklenburg now hires building inspectors. They give them a 6-week course and say, you're an inspector now.
And that's a fact.
And then they want to argue with me on the job of whether it's up to code. When they're calling their boss and says, I don't know about this, what should I do? So they turn down 100 projects. So they're the biggest stoppage of construction in the city.
I don't talk about it much because that's an area that out of control.
Out of control.
Totally out of control.
Completely.
And it's due, here's that bad word again, to stupid. Am I right or wrong, Mark? Help me here. It's ignorance. It's ignorance.
It's ignorance.
It's not stupid. It's just pure ignorance.
Because you can't fix stupid.
Mark, we got to figure it out. We've got to figure it out because it's.
But you can educate people. You can show them what. And the best way to motivate anyone is to relate it to something practical in their daily life. If anybody has a reason to do something, they will do it.
Yeah.
That's the whole attraction.
We never learn anything, and I say this every week, and I'll say it again this week. You never learn anything till you apply it.
Exactly. And if you don't know how to apply it, like
How can you learn?
I took algebra. I had no idea why I was doing algebra and geometry. I use it every day.
You use it without even realizing you're using
Exactly. But had that teacher, and I had some good teachers at East Mecklenburg, made it more relative to daily life, I would have been all over it.
They want to know how it applies.
Exactly. If you have an application for something, you have an immediate desire to know about it.
And you feel darn good when you complete it.
Exactly.
And you step back and say, look what we did.
I can look through this city. I've done over 90,000 service calls and projects in Charlotte, Mecklenburg in the last 3 years.
And we hadn't even talked about what he does yet.
Well, not as much as I did.
Well, we don't do as much, but we do as much as we can.
We do. I do. I still got a crew.
We'll talk about it. But I got to take a little break here and pay some respects to our sponsors, which we could not do what we do around Put Tools in Schools and About Your House without our sponsors. And let's talk about Rhino Lift Foundation Solutions. How many foundations you seen cracked and split?
Bunches.
Big problem. And today it's more of a problem than ever before because contractors out there aren't taking the time to pour the footings correctly. We talked about inspection. Well, it was past inspection.
But how thorough was that inspection?
How thorough is it? We're not going to get into that, but the point is we got foundation issues. We got slab issues, slab sinking. We got crawl-space invasive water issues. Well, Rhino Lift Foundation Solutions, your one-stop shop. They'll take care of whatever the case may be. That's rhinoliftfoundations.com. I'd give them a call, look them up, call them up, set your appointment online. If you've got foundation issues, doors that don't close, that want to stick, cracks in your drywall above a corner of a door or window, cracks in your brickwork, slabs sinking, cracks that you can feel through your carpet, all those can be repaired, fixed to your satisfaction and beyond using Rhino Lift Foundation Solutions. Give them a call. Go online, Rhino Lift Foundations.com. That's rhinoliftfoundations.com. And don't forget our people at Kilo Exterminating. You know old Kilo Exterminating very well. Mark's been around, like I say, a long time. Kilo's been around since 1939. There's a family, 3 generations of, family that's ran a great, successful exterminating pest control business called Kilo. Go online, kilo.biz, and ABS insulating, open cell, closed cell foam, attic encapsulations, upfitting of insulation, air seal programs. They got you covered. If you're looking for greater comfort, less energy bill, you need to call ABS Insulating and see what they can do to fix your house to give you that more comfort and less energy bill. They've got it covered. They know their industry very well. Matter of fact, 2 weeks from today, they're going to be on the program. It's been a while. I look forward to it. And let's don't forget their gutter division. They can handle any gutter repair, new gutters, old gutters, barrel gutters, gutter protection, downspout replacement from standard builder grade downspouts to jumbo downspouts, which I would highly recommend to handle your water. Water's your enemy. That's absinsulating.com. Give them a call. Got Mark Sprinkle in the house, a tradesman, a handyman, a builder, a repairman. What else are you?
I do a lot of estimation and bidding and design consulting.
What have you done? I met you it's been 30, going on 40 years.
Have you ever seen the city council room, the chambers there?
I've seen them on video.
On TV when they, well, my company put that in.
They did.
Absolutely. I got a from Wendell White. I got a autographed picture for my installation there.
Wow.
Have you ever been in what used to be the First Union Tower?
I've been in it, but I didn't.
All the elevator lobbies, all the millwork was installed by my company. Have you ever been to Providence Plantation?
Oh, many times.
All the millwork on the outside and the millwork on the inside was put in. There's 5 miles of crown molding on the outside of Providence Country Club's main building. So we've done some big ones. We've done some little ones.
What did you call your company?
Handyman Services. Still.
I remember you had a big old van.
I did. I had a big old moving van that I got from Goodwill. They had retired the truck. It was a inline 6 with a stick.
What was it? A Ford, Chevy? What?
It was a Ford. It was a Ford. And I had a workshop built into the back of it.
Yeah, I know. And I remember your van.
Big yellow van with handyman on the side as big as a wall.
Yep. You're one of the few people I've met through the years that did basically what I did.
Yeah.
And you did whatever came to you that you felt like you could do.
In the 80s, we were doing 3 to 5 room additions at a time. I had a crew of 40 men. We're down to 4 now.
Where'd you get your men?
I got them all out of the double door. They were out of work musicians.
I got a good friend, Joe Jones. You've met Joe, I bet.
Maybe.
You probably have, because you were a big double door fan.
Right.
You were big into music.
Yes, I went to East Carolina for music.
Really?
Yeah, I was a voice major.
You sang?
I still do sing, yes.
That's the one thing that I wish I would have learned.
Sing for us, Mark, right now.
What's that?
Sing something.
Sing something?
No, I'm joking.
Golly, Ray.
It's great you can sing that. That's a great talent.
We did barbershop quartets. My family was a cappella gospel.
Oh, wow.
Gospel thing. Went to little mountain churches. My dad was a relief preacher. And so the sprinkles, all the sprinkles, and there's golly, Ray. One reunion, there were 268 aunts, uncles, and cousins, and so forth at the reunion.
Wow.
So it was a big family, but every single one of them could sing. And so growing up, I had no idea what tone deaf meant. I thought everybody could sing. I had no idea.
One thing I wish I would have learned.
Yeah?
Because my voice is so deep and loud.
Yeah.
And
my mom, sitting on her lap in church, pointing the notes out to read music by the time I was, 7 years old?
wow.
Crazy.
Went to church every Sunday.
Oh, you did not miss church. You could be dying, but you were going to church. It was good.
It's good.
It was all family.
Teaches you values.
It was all family. It was really good.
That's what it's all about right there. Well, that's great. When did you start your business?
November 73.
What created that start? Do you remember?
I was driving a delivery truck. I had just come back from Florida. I was working as a sous chef for Marriott and got tired of the restaurants. And driving a truck for Charles Smith Office Supply, which is now gone. And they cut me back to 3 days a week. Well, I had to make the rent, so I bought a $3.50 rubber stamp. I got some scrap paper out of the trash can. Didn't have a car, just a bicycle. And walked all the way around. I lived in right there beside where Charlottetown Mall used to be. What's the name of that area? Do you remember?
Cherry.
Cherry. I was living in Cherry.
Yeah.
And so I walked as far as I could and put my name and phone number, Handyman Service, Mark Sprinkle, and the phone number. And that's how I started, washing windows and cleaning gutters.
Sounds familiar.
As far as I could carry a ladder. And then
Right.
I got my deluxe first truck, which was an old postal tricycle delivery with a 2-cylinder Onan engine and hand-lettered Handyman Service on the side. And I was in business. I was convinced. Went to Queen City Lumber. Did not have any financial or anything, but I had been delivering to the accounting office. I said, Doug, I got a job, but I can't afford the material. Can you help me out? He says, go down there and get what you want and pay for it at the end of the month. And that's
how you opened
my
it?
first account.
Right. Mine
And-
was Queen City Audio Video, Queen City TV at that
Yeah.
time.
Is that Chip Player?
Chip's no longer with Queen City.
But Chip and his dad, Woody.
Yeah, Chip, his dad, Woody. Well, Roddy was in the studio here, 2-3 weeks back?
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago.
So we go a long way back.
Oh, we do.
Arthur Smith Studios and Tommy Faye.
Oh, yeah, over on Monroe Road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Big
Did my
deal.
first recording there.
So you recorded music?
Well, I was still a boy soprano. I was a boy soprano until halfway through my sophomore year.
Wow.
5'3", 86 pounds. I was a brute. But, I still connect with all my high school people. It's really nice to have a home feeling like that.
Yeah, well, this is home for both of us, even
Right.
though you got here when you were young.
Right.
But you've grown up in Charlotte and seen everything that we've seen together.
I've seen a lot of change.
And you, for example, Leneve Supply.
Right.
You bought several things.
They're
at
still in
Leneve.
business.
Oh, yeah, down on South Trine.
South Trine, yeah.
Yeah, South Trine. And that's something that I've told many times on the air. In 1956, the city limit sign on South Tryon was about 50 yards beyond Clanton Road.
Was it?
Yeah, headed out of town.
Wow.
Yeah, because I lived in Clanton Park. That's where I was raised, in Clanton Park. Now they call it the extension of Revolution Park. They've changed the name from Behringer Drive to Revolution Park Drive.
Right.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, because the stupid city we live in renamed it when history buffs know what Behringer was.
I have no idea.
Osmond Behringer. Osmond Behringer donated the land of the city of Charlotte for Revolution Park.
Oh. Well,
So they named a street after him, Behringer Drive. And there's across the street from Revolution Park, which is down there by the swimming pool, there's another old subdivision.
right.
And there's a road in there called Osmond Drive after him.
Oh.
He had the first automobile ever delivered to Charlotte.
Wow.
It was a 1903 Oldsmobile steamer.
Wow.
Now see the history in that. Now how many people know that? You didn't know that history.
I didn't know that.
See, and then they go change the name from Behringer to Revolution Park, and why'd you take the namesake away from the street? I don't, But anyway,
It's confusing, for sure.
but I was raised there, and then we moved to Windsor Park when I was 15 and a half, almost 16.
So I started at Paul Creek, and then we moved to Unica Avenue, which
Yeah.
is where Walmart is now,
Yeah.
Pearson Drive. And from there, then I went to Oakhurst,
Yeah.
and then we moved back to Winston to be with my grandpa, and then moved back to Charlotte and went to East Mecklenburg. So it's amazing. So East Mecklenburg, were we more responsible then? I don't understand, because I was a
Yes, we
school bus
were.
driver.
Yes, we were.
I was a school bus driver. 2 weeks after I got my driver's license, I got my school bus driver's license and drove all 3 years. That was my part-time job in high school.
Driving school bus.
16 years old. And almost didn't reach the pedals.
Now, you just said something that triggered something. And, folks, we're going to talk a lot of old stuff today and talk about some history, whether you like it or not. We're going to do it. We talk about our kids and construction and labor shortage and the lack of knowledge around construction. Kids, children, young adults can get their driver's license at 16.
Right. In South Carolina, you can get your driver's license at 14.
Yeah. But in North Carolina, labor laws, you can't go on a construction site until you're 18.
Really?
Now, yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. And they even set up a tent or a table, vendor table at career days in Charlotte Mecklenburg schools and explain to you how you can't be on a construction site until you're 18 unless you join an apprenticeship, a pre-apprenticeship program.
Is there one of those?
Oh, yes, many. They're becoming more popular. But here's my point. You can sign a note for college,
Right.
get a loan without your parents
Right.
before you're 18.
Right.
But you can't get on a construction site until you're 18.
And you can carry a rifle, but you can't drink.
Yeah, and you carry a rod, you can't drink, and you can own a car when you're 16.
Right.
And you can kill people with this car.
Well, let's hope not.
Well, but you know what I'm talking about.
Let's hope not.
But yet, they can't be on a construction site. Now, that wasn't always the case, as you and I both know coming up.
Well, we all had industrial arts in our junior high.
Shop class. Oh, absolutely.
7th grade, you took industrial arts, and you took it for 3 years.
Yep.
That was part
If you were lucky.
Well, that was part of the curriculum then.
Right. Yeah.
Now, I don't know what the curriculum is now. I don't think there is one.
There is no shop.
No shop.
In Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools, there's only 4 carpentry programs, and I might be off, but they're very minimal at best. We got a great teacher out at Independence High School, phenomenal teacher called Keith Olson.
Yeah.
Now, if we could replicate Keith Olson in the schools in Charlotte-Mecklenburg, we'd have something.
So did you hear what Mike Rao said about trade?
Mike Rowe. Yeah.
Mike Rowe?
Oh, yeah.
He went to a graduation of high school students and said, if I told you that you could start a job as an electrician and in 6 months have your certificate and get trained on the job and make $75,000 a year in the first year with no loan, would you do it? None of the kids raised their hand.
I know.
200 men.
I know.
He said, if I told you you could do it for 2.5 years, get your general contractor's license to be an electrician and make $300,000 a year, would you do it? Nobody raised their hand.
They haven't been told or explained the benefits of the career pathways, using your hands, your mind, critical thinking.
For the last 30 years, working with your hands has been looked down upon.
Exactly.
As,
they put it
you're
in the
ignorant,
yeah,
and you're stupid.
It's less than. They've glorified education to the point right now of its status quo. If you don't have a college degree, you're nothing. Well, that's changing big time.
For sure.
We're in a transition. But now here's something else that's happening. And I knew it would happen. The money grab. How many trade schools do you think there are in Charlotte?
I have no idea there are any.
There's 3.
There
what
are?
I would call 3. There's one actual school called Aspire Trade High School. It's up in Huntersville.
Right.
It's Beatty's Ford Road and Hambright up there at the intersection.
I saw one of those in Daytona.
Yeah, well,
Same name.
Well, this is called Aspire Trade High School. And then we've got The Rock, Recovering Opportunities in Construction over on Allegheny across the street from Philip O'Berry High School.
Right.
That might be considered a trade school. Then you got CPCC.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I got a lot of training from there.
A lot of people do. And frankly speaking, it's been a good resource for trades.
I took architectural drafting. I took critical path management of construction sites. I took accounting, all at Central Piedmont.
Right.
And I did it while I was working.
Yep. You can.
And I got a great background.
But when you talk to Cook, yeah, that is you got a great background from childhood.
Right.
You're very fortunate and blessed, like myself. We grew up with men.
We did.
Real men who knew what tools were.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, my father spent, 3.5 years in the Kwajalein Islands being an airplane mechanic, which he had 6 weeks of training and they shipped him out.
But he also had engineer background.
Well, he got out of the service after the war, and he went to NC State and became a certified engineer. He was head of PENC. He was treasurer for PENC for at least 10 years.
Gotcha.
So smart, unbelievably. My dad was had a brilliant mind.
You know, the funny thing is, we all do. We all do. God made us that way. But the problem is, someone came in here last week and talked to me, said, you know, it's a funny thing in our school system, you go to kindergarten, you go in the classroom with kindergarten, and there's Legos, Tootsie Toys, building blocks,
right.
There's all these things.
And kids love those building blocks.
They love it.
They do.
But then you go to first grade. Where'd he go? Where'd all that mess go? They've taken it away. That's the dumb down start.
And it's a damn shame that kids are stressed in first grade, too.
Yeah. I mean, you got
Like 6 years old.
that's what we're dealing with now. They take all the creativity. We are creative geniuses when we're born. All of us.
Just a sponge for everything.
Everything. My 4-year-old you got grandchildren?
5.
5? How old are they?
3 of them are 7, and 2 of them are
3 of them are 7.
3 of them. Well, we got boy-girl twins,
Oh, gotcha.
and then we got Mr. Aiden, and his math skills are off the hook, but he's not getting any reading skills. Not in the school he's in.
No, they don't teach you to read. I got this. We have these workshops over here at the Toolbox every Saturday morning. We get anywhere from 1 kid to maybe 5, maybe 6 children that come in here. And the children will vary from age 7 to 17.
Right.
And they come in here and we just introduce them to tools.
Right.
Hands-on engagement with some activity. And it doesn't have to be anything extravagant or, detailed, just because these kids, for example, Saturday, had an 8-year-old second grader come in here. His name is Sair. And Sair had never picked up a screwdriver in his life. He's second grade.
Right.
And I gave him a receptacle, a duplex receptacle, which is a plug-in the wall receptacle, and electrical device. And I explained to him what a straight tip screwdriver was,
What a Phillips was.
and what a Phillips was, and how it engaged the screw, righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Exactly.
Explained clockwise to him. And as I was explaining to him, his father was right there as well.
Exactly.
47-year-old gentleman. He was just as captive and interested as Zaire was, the second grader. Why? He didn't know the difference at 47.
Right.
So he was captivated by this. This is a good story. And those are the only 2 that showed up Saturday along with my buddy Roosevelt Pitts. And we were sitting there talking to this second grader, but like I said, I was talking to his father too. And Zaire was really intrigued. Hour and a half, he did not put those tools down. He did not put that receptacle down. And I had some wire to explain how to do clockwise around the screw.
Exactly.
Do not use the stab locks in the back.
No.
Never. See, I knew you would know that. Never. But, and at the end of the day, I did a little video with him. And the whole time I was doing the little videos explaining, what we were doing, he wouldn't put the screwdriver. He was still tinkering with the...
Still going for it.
Still going for it. He built him a little robot man, with the wires coming down and the arms and legs. Yeah. Just this, you could tell his little mind was working. When he got home that afternoon, he sent me a thank you. Well, his father sent me a text thanking
right.
me. And he said, and Zaire told me to tell you he liked playing at the Toolbox a lot more than he likes his iPad. That's strong.
They can see something they've done and completed. That makes all the difference in the world.
That's
empowerment.
As big of a compliment as you can receive. If they like that more than the iPad, kids are addicted to that stuff now.
They really are. Matter of fact, that's the problem. I got rules when you come in this place. No iPhones, no earbuds, no hoodies, and you will not argue.
Well, there's a tough one.
You won't argue. It's like, taking I'll tell you, when I go to these career days, I'll set up a 4x6 and let them drive nails in it.
Right.
Just drive. And why is it the guys think they can drive a nail in one stroke?
I don't know.
But they do. They come up and, can I hit it with one stroke and drive it in? I said, no. You mean I can't try? No, you can't do it.
Yeah.
If I can't do it, you can't do it. What makes you say that? Maybe I'm stronger than you. It has nothing to do with strength.
No.
It has everything to do with the friction and that nail going in that wood, and you cannot do it with one stroke. Oh, I've had that argument here in the past 2 months at least 20, 30 times. They come up wanting to drive that nail in on one stroke. Can't do it.
What is the accomplishment then? It's like ringing the bell at the fair?
I guess. That and young men, young boys. wanting to demonstrate their manliness, I guess, but at any rate.
Or strength.
Or strength. You can't do it with a 16-ounce hammer.
No.
Can't do it. 28-ounce, maybe. Now, the difference between a 16-ounce hammer and a 28-ounce hammer is what, Mark?
The difference between? Probably the head.
Well, it's the head, but it's a framing hammer.
The weight.
The weight. And 28 ounces is a framing hammer.
Right.
People that don't know about carpentry don't even know that.
So framing hammers have waffle heads.
True framing hammers? Yep, sure do.
So that the nail doesn't slip off.
Or you can make that nail go where you want it to go.
Pretty much.
Yep. Don't hit your finger.
Wrong nail.
It hurts. That hurts. Yeah. And, now people don't know how to use hammers. Everything's pneumatic.
So I'm going through my dad's tools, and I pull out a box, and I open it up, and it's a box of hammers. Just hammers. There were at least 15 different hammers in that box. And I go over to my shop and open up my box of hammers, which has got at least 15 different hammers from the hammers that he had in his box. And then, that's 30 different hammers.
Yep, and they all have a purpose.
All completely distinctive. There was one specifically for pounding out cars when they were sheet metal.
Gotcha, yeah. Was it flat? Big flat head?
Flat on one side.
Yeah.
And then it had a shape on the other side. There's a ball peen hammer. There's a waffle head hammer. There's a 10-bender's hammer.
What about a slate roofing hammer?
Didn't have one
or
of
a
those.
drywall hammer.
The drywall hammer.
Yeah. I've got a
like
collection, too. Yeah, you like a hatchet.
Like a hatchet on one end and flat on the other.
Yeah, got two little old, one where you
got
pull
a clip in it for popping a nail out if you need to.
Yeah, I got one.
But 30 hammers.
Yeah.
All different for a different purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Tack hammers, magnetic hammers.
Yep.
Trim hammers.
And we have all those hammers out here in the toolbox.
Oh, yeah.
To teach.
I really want to see this program take off. I think this is an incredibly great idea to teach children what hand tools are.
Well, Mark, funny thing is, our age, who are the children?
Grandkids.
The children I'm dealing with now are not only the students and kids, but the fathers.
Yeah.
If you're 50 years old and younger, sorry to tell you, but many of you have been dumbed down without tools.
Well,
unfortunately, and we proved it right here on the show many times, just doing what we're doing right now in conversation.
Right.
And that gentleman Saturday, the father of that Zaire, 47 years old, did not know the difference between the two different screwdrivers and what I had to say about. He never knew any facts about receptacle, electricity, anything.
Like the grandson, I've got a little small pocket drawer in my garage at home.
Right.
I pulled it out and explained to him there were like 25 different hand tools in there.
Yeah.
And explained to him exactly what each one was for and how it was used. He was enthralled.
And probably just sit there and play with the tools for
hours.
Yeah, hours and hours.
Hours.
They're just like toys. Anyway, let me take a minute here and pay my respects to my sponsors. Once again, I'm so grateful for without them, we could not do this show. Every week, right here on Fox Sports Charlotte, 9 to 11, every Saturday morning, we download the show. Do it live every Tuesday morning between 10 and 12, YouTube Live, Facebook Live. Tune in, turn on, and learn as we do every week. This week, Floor Coverings International, Southeast Charlotte. Every house has floors in them. Yep, floors. You walk on them. What do you want on them? Carpet, LVP, oak. The most popular floor in Charlotte, what would that be, Mark?
LVP, I would say.
Most popular floor in Charlotte's wood.
It is?
Yeah, wood floor.
Still using wood?
Oh, yeah, big time. Whether it be pre-finished, sanded, installed, engineered hardwood, whatever the case may be. Floor Coverings International, Southeast Charlotte's got you covered. They bring the showroom to you, right? Mobile showroom. Look them up. Yourflooringteam.com. Set your appointment. Discuss what you may want. They'll bring it to you. If you don't know what you want, that's okay. They'll bring it to you and help you out. Stair treads, new stair treads, custom rugs, bonded rugs. If it's flooring, Floor Coverings International, Southeast Charlotte's your go-to store. Go online, yourflooringteam.com. Garage Door Doctor. Charlotte's turned into a garage door haven. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, every house has at least one.
Yeah, and the fact is, when we grew up, there were no garages in Charlotte. No, you rarely saw a garage. At any rate, today, not the case. They're everywhere. Garage Door Doctors and got you covered. Same-day service. Great products, great selection, great staff. All technicians are certified, trained, ready to go. That's GarageDoorDoctor.com. You can give them a call, 704-705. That's 704-705-8444. GarageDoorDoctor.com. Then our premier guest, Queen City Home Store. Queen City Home Store since 1952. Woody Player and family, God bless his soul, brought a great company to Charlotte. The Player family has been very instrumental in so many things and such a giving company, and we appreciate their support here. But if you're looking for home furnishings, be it furniture, bedding, audio, video, appliances, the best in the industry, that's Queen City Home Store. Go online, queencityonline.com. Call corporate 704-391-6000. Queen City Home Store. They've got everything you need to make that home everything you want it to be. That's queencityonline.com. Today, I got Mark Sprinkle in the house talking about, well, whatever we want to. If it's got something to do with fixing your house, handyman, remodeling, building, we got it.
We have it.
We have it.
We're still doing it.
Yep, both of us still active in the trades and still doing our thing.
Well, it's been good for me.
So you're a handyman service?
Yes, since '73.
Do you need business? The reason I
sometimes.
ask, because I get calls all the time.
Right.
Ray, who could you refer me to? And Mark, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I know all the handymen I knew are going away.
They are.
And I've got one called Rob Chisholm. You know, you may have known his brother. I can't think. Rob and his brother did drywall work.
Okay.
And for many, many, many years. Rob still does. And they were both NARI members at one time. You
Right.
joined NARI way back, did you?
Way back.
And that's another, I think I probably recruited you, talking to you.
I'm not sure how I got hooked into that, but
Well, I probably brought it up because I was the first president, and you know, I was also the first executive director.
really,
Oh yeah.
did not know.
Well, you had to be involved. You had to be an employee of a company, and a lot of things happened back then. Did a lot of shifting back in 1990, 91. That's when we chartered
Right.
NARI here in Charlotte. At any rate, wherever we might have met, what were we talking about?
Work,
Work,
getting work.
getting. Oh yeah, you handyman. That's what I
Handyman,
was.
that's right.
I want to refer you if you want me to.
That would be fine. We're only doing small repairs now,
Good.
and all small repairs.
Did you hear that, folks?
Just small repairs.
Just small repairs, because one of the things I get all the time, you think it's too small for them to want to do it.
No, we do all small things.
I got a call yesterday morning and a picture. Love that technology. Send me a picture of 2 cabinet doors that need to be cut off like 3/4 of an inch.
Right.
That's a small job.
So my deal is, if you call my number, it refers directly to my cell phone. If you send me a text and a picture, when I call you back, I can tell you how much it would cost.
Do your trucks have mini table saws on them?
No table saws.
No, I was just curious.
I've got a portable table saw.
I'm sure you got a table saw.
But usually I've got my shop.
Where's your shop now?
The shop is still at over in Chantilly.
Really?
Still there.
You still got that place?
I've got it up for sale, and I'm moving my shop to my home.
Because hour number 2, we were going into that. Because I remember
My shop is full blown, and I make
You live
replacement
there.
parts. Well, I did. We moved out a year and a half ago.
Oh,
I
really?
have a house now.
So you were there that long?
I bought the building in '79. No,
Wow.
Yeah. No, not 70. 95 I bought
95.
that. But it's full blown. I've got shapers, routers, all air equipment, cut-off saws, table saws, band saws, a lathe, drill press, all that
We
kind of
got
stuff.
every bit of that right back here over in
Right.
the corner. I'm really anxious to get it going.
It'll be good.
It'd be
I think
great.
it's a great idea.
Well, it's needed badly.
Right.
We've got to start somehow, some way. We've got to get our kids, our students, male, female, I don't care. It doesn't matter. We've got to put tools back in their hands. Creativity. Let them create things, build things, feel good. When you finish a job,
You
people-
see what you've completed.
it gives you so much good feeling.
I can still drive around Charlotte and see handrails on the outside of people's houses, specialty stuff, a lighthouse on Lake Wiley, still standing.
You built a lighthouse on that
It's
spot?
still standing. It's still standing.
That's down off Shopton Road, isn't it?
Actually, it's at Lake Wiley.
Well, I know Lake Wiley, but Lake Wiley, Shopton Road
It's
goes down.
Mills Creek.
What?
Mill Creek
Oh, okay.
in Lake Wiley.
Gotcha.
But I built that 40 years ago.
Right. What's your favorite thing to do? You have a favorite?
I think making wooden parts.
Woodworking.
Yeah,
I think woodworking would be your,
that'd be my favorite for sure.
yeah. People ask me all the time, what's kids, you
Right.
know, when I go to a career day, they say, what trade are you in?
Right.
I say, what do you want me to be in?
What do you want me to do today?
Yeah, what do you want me to be in? People,
I do a whole lot of restoration pieces.
right.
Where they'll bring me in an antique and I'll match the veneer and match the finish or take stains out of furniture.
You like doing that still?
I do. I have a mobile kit for repairing furniture that I do for a moving company here in town.
Right.
They get a scratch on it and I go out and I can do it on site. It's
I'm glad you came over today. See, like I told you folks, I hadn't talked to Mark in probably 20 years.
20 years, I would say.
It would be about 20 years up until I called him about 2-3 weeks back.
Right.
Asked him to be on the show, and the reason he's on the show is because, well, we copy each other a lot. We've done a lot of the same
And didn't
thing.
know it.
Well, I knew after talking to you and knowing your background that you were capable of pretty much everything
Yeah.
and good at it. Did you train any of your workers?
I've got about, I would say 30, 35 proteges.
Yeah, you're like,
That's my biggest success.
doesn't that make you feel good?
I'm so proud of that. It doesn't mean money. It means that
You made
I've
a
given
difference.
somebody something.
You made a difference
I made
in
a
somebody's life. Yesterday, I got a call. I was in the shower. I got a call, and called him back, and it was a gentleman. His name was Devin. He says, "Mr. Terry, I wanted to call you and thank you."
Yeah.
I says, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, I wanted to thank you for your inspiration and guidance." He said, "You don't remember me probably, but about 4 or 5 years ago, I met you, and you talked to me about being an electrician."
Right.
And I'm a late bloomer. I'm in my 40s. I was in my 40s.
Right.
I'm 47 now. He says, "But I'm on that journey." And he said, "I wouldn't have made that journey if you hadn't have talked to me."
That's great.
And those are
Makes it worthwhile.
that just feeds the fire.
It really does.
Fuels the fire. You know, if you can make a difference. And there aren't people like that much anymore. Matter of fact, another gentleman told me, he says, "Ray, I really appreciate you sharing your knowledge.
Yeah.
Your knowledge, your abilities, and in your space and your time." But that's all we got now, isn't it?
Well, encouragement means the world.
Inspire them. Inspire them. Well, we're up against the clock here. We got about a minute left in the show, and first hour of the show. We're going to take a break here shortly, top of the hour break. And when we get back, we'll do hour number 2. I got Mark Sprinkle in the house, and you got any kids?
No.
You ever had any kids?
I've got,
I know you got a lot of people that you call kids. You just said that.
well, my wife has 3 kids, and all of them have kids.
Gotcha.
So I got grandkids. They all
Right.
call me Pawpaw, so I guess they're mine.
You got it. I'm Granddaddy Ray.
Yeah,
That's what Dallas calls me. Granddaddy Ray, come on, he loves tools.
yeah.
He loves tools. Your kids love
They're
tools.
always bringing me, "Can you fix this, Pawpaw?"
And you say, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's
Let's
fix
go do it.
it. Let's fix it. We got it.
Yeah.
All right, you're listening to About Your House on Fox Sports Charlotte, 9 to 11 every Saturday. Got Mark Sprinkle in the house talking tools. Talk tool time with Mark and Ray. Hour number 2 coming up. We'll talk to you then.